deal with high harass really easily.
Yeah.
And I think the prevalence of spine crawlers has really been a big downer on the hero style of play. But yeah, you're right. Hero has he's been changing up his style a lot, trying to go more. I don't want to say predictable, but it seems that he didn't do anything hero-like. Like if you just tagged on another name to that, like say if you said Alicia played that game, I would have believed you.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's.
Although Alicia would have played a better macro game, I feel like Hero's macro game isn't nearly as good as Alicia's.
Yeah, it wasn't as patient. Like I mean. Well, we'll find out what happens on game number 2 on Entombed Valley. It is Hero's map choice. In the bottom left, we do have from Team Slayers, it is Dark, one of our open qualifier winners in the Season 3, or Season 3 off-season.
You know, here's something about Dark that I want to mention. He is an up-and-comer. He is new to our NASL season.
He's a starter for the GSTL tonight.
Yes, but more importantly, this guy studies. I'm really impressed.
Does
because
he study?
He has to study. You can't just be like, oh yeah, nonchalant. I'm going to go into my hero match and good luck, cross my fingers. That's not the Korean way. And that actually shows me a lot about Dark. I'm really impressed so far. I'm looking forward to more of his play. I want to see if he has anything prepared, because normally Entombed Valley is a very easy choice to pick for game number 2. And we can already see a little bit of tricky play. Spawning pool at 12 instead of going something like 14 or 15, which is normally standard. But normally,
it is Entombed Valley.
Yeah, normally you get an earlier spawning pool just to get those Zerglings out a little bit sooner. That way you don't have to block this natural, because heavens, gosh, you do not want to be expanding over here. If you expand over here, you might as well say, okay, I have a 0% win rate against any early game pressure.
Yeah, so Hero, I mean, it is Entombed Valley where the wall is a lot thicker. The first Zerglings are out, of course, just to deal with the pylon. But it is a little bit trickier to wall. Oh, Hero skipping the cannon, playing pretty greedy. Huh. Oh, yeah, I mean,
yeah,
a couple seconds ahead of the replay. I apologize.
Going the gateway first. Yeah, I would agree, but he put down the pylon to really stop his opponent from actually sending his 4 Zerglings across the map. So I think that is a reasonable thing to do. Again, that's the difference between top-level players and, I would guess, just mid-masters. You know, Hero knows the situation, is able to read it, say, okay, you cannot attack me in this time. Let me go ahead and just put my gateway down a little bit sooner. That way I can get my Cyber Core out a little bit faster. And I'll still have my cannon finished in time. Possibly. Possibly.
It's going to be tight. I mean, either way, I'm pretty sure, can you wall off? Just in time.
Look at him, man.
Ihan timing.
Ihan timing.
And as a result, you can see Dark delayed everything else. His third hatchery is nowhere near started because he's going for gas instead. Changing it up, going to go for a quick metabolic boost for his Zerglings before he's able to expand. Hero trying to check to see if he took that third hatchery, but as soon as he sees it, he says, well, I have to be a little bit more cautious now.
But lately there is a lot more delayed third hatch timings these days. People have actually chosen to really emphasize in getting as much drone production as possible. But Dark, it looks like he might be doing some sort of all-in. Nope. Yeah, it looks like he might be doing some sort of all-in. There is the metabolic boost on the way. Creep is being spread, but we can see that he's still mining gas. And what do you really need gas this early in the game for? That's the big question. Honestly, Frodan, I don't know. Wow, is this a mistake?
Is the
hallucination
before anything else?
Before gateway?
Before warp
it's
gate?
Definitely a mistake.
Yeah, it is.
Oh no, Hero.
That's
pobrecito.
Wow, especially if Dark is going for an all-in.
Oh my gosh,
Hero's really thrown off by last game.
If we see 3 gateways shoved down, I'm going to QQ so hard.
No, I will. I mean, does he really not know? Does he be
oh
like,
my God, it's 100 gas.
Yeah, Hero, he's too busy microing at the front with his Zealot Stalker. He's going to try to pressure, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe this could be like the most meta game breaking build that we've seen for a long time, going hallucination before gate, warp gate. And I think, man, because hallucination costs more than warp gate. Right?
Yeah, 50-50 more.
I mean, he's making a sentry. Maybe he's going to try to
no.
crazy.
Oh, Okay, well, no, he won't even have enough energy. He needs to energize.
Yes, get the mothership core out.
Could you imagine he goes one Void Ray to show it's real, and then actually throws down like 2 hallucinated Void Rays to make it look like it's double Stargate?
But at this point, there's no excuse not to get
Warp Gate?
Warp Gate.
Yeah. Oh, no. No. Oh, he realizes it now and gets Warp Gate. He's like, oh, QQ.
Yeah, now, good thing he has a Void Ray to stay safe. But now it's just going to... Oh, man, this is tough. The consolation is that he knows that his opponent's not going for a fast third, so his opponent's still on 2 bases, so he can kind of play defensively. He doesn't have to make a play at all. He can kind of still harass, and with Void Ray Phoenix, you can still harass and control the map enough. But this is either the weirdest new thing that Hero's doing, or just one of the toughest mistakes that you've seen in a while. Huck also did something similar once, where he went for air weapons instead of Warp Gate.
Huck actually canceled Warp Gate in a MLG match.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
I've seen him do that too.
Poor guy.
Rough life.
3 gateways going to back this up. I think Liquid Hero is going to go for some sort of 2-base aggression. Although he could just swing around and get an early 3rd base. But normally when you do this, these 3 gateways will be positioned right here. Boom, boom, boom. Blocking this off, and then you have a really nice wall up. That's what makes me think it's going to be some sort of 2-gate aggression, or 2-base aggression. And look at this. Very nicely done. 2 Zerglings inside there just to verify and see what's going on. Yep. Phoenix is just rolling around here trying to do some sort of damage, but now finally the Void Ray will get here.
What if Hero just hallucinates a bunch of Void Rays?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Fake it out that it's 2 Stargate.
Oh,
God.
that was a funny thing. Come on.
Yeah, that was awesome.
But we'll see how Hero does. Now the big thing is, well, you know, Hero did finish Warp Gate now. Like, what's the big deal? It's that he couldn't keep up production for a long time. You can see his gateway count is 2 centuries, and Hero has uncharacteristic amount of resources at this point. Sure. The fungal lands everything down. So he can try to lift he can lift the infestors though.
Yeah.
He's spreading his units instead of doing
he burrowed them.
Oh. Okay. You can still burrow. You can still lift a burrow.
Yeah, you can still lift burrowed
Man,
units.
this is like such an intense micro battle between these 2 guys.
But remember, he doesn't have observers around, so you can't even lift the burrowed units.
And even if it does, the spore crawlers there. Mind games of all mind games, man.
And what do we have behind this? 4 more gateways, and it's going to be Blinkstalker. This Blinkstalker is going to be pretty hard countered, seeing as it comes significantly later because of, I think, that hallucination, and I think Hero's just a little bit nervous, to be completely honest. On top of that, you know, the infestors are gonna really lock everything down. But he could be going like Phoenixes to mess up with the infestors.
Yeah, while he does a bunch of blink.
While he does a lot of blink micro. That's exactly right.
Man, Hero is on 8 gates, and he's got Twilight, and he's got Stargate, and he's getting Templar Archives. Talk about going very, very, very all in.
And there's no Robo out, so look at this. This 1 Zergling will deny the expansion. You can't do anything about this.
Oh, that is
what
very
a shame, man.
Yeah, so
here we go.
We'll see what happens. Hero's got to make this happen. Maybe he never really intended to take a 3rd base from the beginning, and that could be a very big possibility. A big lift thus far. He needs to take out these infestors as best as he can. Takes out 1, takes out 2. Blink forward to also cut off the infestors before they're able to do anything. But he's also locking the stalkers forward. Hero kind of needs to get out of there as soon as possible.
Oh no!
And then now he lifts another infestor, but there's a lot of form of defense here. The spore call is working onto the Phoenixes. And Hero, well, he's doing a pretty good job. The Guardian Shield is doing a lot of damage reduction onto the infested Terran. Spore Call is holding as best as they can. Hero running out of his Phoenixes as well. As long as he can control the ramp, he might be okay, but the infestor count is still pretty decent for Dark. But I think Hero's in still a pretty good position, Andre.
I don't know, there's a lot of Spine Crawlers still. 4 Spine Crawlers total, and the Cavalry is here, which is, of course, the Zerglings. Additional Zerglings are being made. Now, this round of Zealots might actually complicate things, but we'll see in a little bit. Remember, all those Stalkers do have Blink, and yes, the drones are going to be pulled offline. Hero, have you just done it? Oh my goodness.
The vision with the Phoenixes gives him maybe the ability to warp in. No, he has to warp on the low ground instead, bring up more Zealots. The Spine Crawls were slanted in position. As long as he can blink very precisely, don't blink more than you have to, Hero, at this point, if you want to make it work. Oh, look at this. Stark bringing in more Spine Crawlers and Infested Terrans. But I think Hero might have the critical mass a little bit too late. It's so hard to say. The Queens are coming in. Queens can transfuse. Phoenixes can keep lifting stuff. Lift on the Queen to prevent the transfuses as well. Great job there. More Zerglings are reinforcing. No more drones at the third. Slayer's Arc holding as best as they can. The Queens are about to die as well. Another lift on the Queen. More Spine Crawlers. Where are these Spine Crawlers coming from? From Dark, but Hero Supply is staying in mid-80s while Slayer's Dark is starting to drop. I think Hero has finally broken through.
Oh my gosh, Hero. This is the Hero that I know and love. I mean, just so pristine with his control. He's able to honestly do the impossible. I don't know how he did that. I honestly do not know how he did that. When you're up against Infestors and you're going Blinkstalkers up a ramp, 9 times out of 10, I'm saying you're dead.
And caught.
Yeah, you're dead.
Now Hero has Archons. Whoa! Oh. Game changer. You can see Hero now has the ability to deal with Zerglings en masse very easily. If Fungal does catch the Archons for now, Hero has to be careful not to get caught. He doesn't know how much energy those Infestors have. Whoa, he's dropping Infested Terrans. Archons need to focus him down as soon as possible, but he's blinking forward to snipe the Spine Crawler as well. Hero pushing to the limits. How far as 8 gates can go with his Blink Stalker control and his Archon reinforcement. With almost nothing left, Hero Supply is climbing while Slayer's Dark is dropping. Infestor pops and immediately drops a Fungal, but Hero still has more units coming in. He's also getting a Robotics and Storm and +3, so he's even has more power coming in. GG! And Hero against all odds.
I don't know how he
pushing, forcing. That is will and grit, Andre.
He's not human, man. That's what it comes down to. That micro was insane.
It was tough.
The Phoenix is making sure that every single one of those Infestors are going to be locked down. That is crowd control. That is MOBA 101. But no, we're not playing MOBAs. We're playing StarCraft 2. That's what makes it so awesome. It's not 5 people controlling that race. It's 1 person, and it's Liquid Hero.
It's well done by Hero, and it was so impressive. I have nothing more else to say. I kind of said Hero might have it, but that was kind of a blind guess because I saw the Infestor energy, and he was spending a lot of initial energy on the Terrans, not the Fungals. So either he forgot Pathogen Glands, which I don't think he did for his first few Infestors, or he just felt like the Infested Terrans were better because he had Spine Crawlers. But I feel like Spines plus Fungals can control ramps so well. What do you think, Andre?
You need both. That's what it comes down to. When you're going something like Zergling Infestor, you need Infested Terrans that mix in there. Actually, Infested Terrans kill everything involving like
just everything.
Yeah, everything. I don't know why.
The Guardian
I'm trying
Shield
to think.
was pretty clutch.
The
Stalkers were staying alive for a long time, and able to regain shields. So that was a very well fought from both sides. But in the end, the series is tied. Thank you so much to Twitch for providing lots of support for the stream, as well as promoting us on their channel. Twitch, we're glad you got $15 million more in funding. We hope you carry us more in the future.
Congratulations, guys.
We'll be back after a quick commercial break. The final game of the night. Who will take it, Dark or Hero? We'll find out after this commercial.